Welcome back to Biomutant. Today we're off to see a character called Gulp, but before that we stumbled across a village that's being attacked. Of course we have to stop and help.
You're poking around Hockbur, a prime village. Says the tribe Sifu sent them here to help defend against the rival tribe that's been terrorizing their village. Isn't sure how long the village will last if it continues. As if the plague ruining the land and destroying the crops wasn't enough to bring the village to its knees already. That's what they call the blight that's been haunting the land since the old world ended in the apocalypse around here. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Understands completely. It's all about destiny. Yours. Says it feels strange to see you wandering about. Says you'll meet again.
So we've helped fend off the attackers from the village and we've acquired a side mission at the same time. If we return to the village with 20 pieces of wood, I think they're going to be able to rebuild, and that would also complete the side mission. So we'll come back and do that later once we have enough wood. But let's continue on our journey. We're off to see Gulp. And he's just over here, a floating bar.
This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Yeah. Let's see. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Points out that he's hungry too, but always thirsty for more. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, that's the point. But you can't stop trying new ones, or life gets dull. Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Says he sells them drinks. They mostly suck them down on their own. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Aufschlag! Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Figures the real problem is finding something to drink. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like Quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings.
So Gulp has told us about a location called Gumquack Hollow, which is where we should find these Gumquacks. So off we go to have a look what is inside this hollow.
The Quack Hollow, it's just lonely. Here's hoping this trap works. Lockety locked. That's shut and good. Control your destiny, or someone else will.
as with everything in this game, Gumquacks turn out to be rubber ducks. There's so much stuff in this that we can see in everyday life, and yeah, I should have guessed. Gumquacks, rubber ducks. Pretty much the same.
Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Now that's Quack Hollow complete, we're going to head back to Gulp to pick up a side mission before we go off to see Goop.
Gulp says he'll bibble anything once, as long as it's drinkalicious, even rocket fuel. He once mixed up some tankers and drank that. It was a real lift-off. That leads him to the bottom of that particular bottle. Radium syrup. If only he could find a tanker truck to empty. He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and bring back some of that precious radium syrup. Please. Thanks you for understanding how dire his thirst can be.
Come toward the light.
Good on you. Resist.
Resist? That's just a hesitation, nothing more.
Keep telling yourself that.
Huh. Just give me this one thing.
So that is a side mission obtained. We'll do that at some point in the future, and we gain some light ore at the same time. Now we can go back and see Goop.
We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal. After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. He seems happy to talk. So grateful that you're building things up instead of knocking them down. Says you'll meet again. He seems happy to talk. Says goodbye to you.
Goop has added the Gumquacks to the Googlide, and that is ready for us to go and fight the World Eater Porky Puff, is the way over there. So that's something we need to do. There are other things to do along the way, missions we've picked up previously. So we'll probably have a look at those on the way as well, and then take the fight to the Porky Puff. Hope you're enjoying the series. It's getting fun, it's getting enjoyable. We just got to keep moving on. And another Wild Eater. Will it go as well as the first one? Well, you have to join us next time to find out.